AI agents are evolving faster than most people realize, and one of the fastest moving projects right now is something called Hermes. But this latest update is where things start to feel very different. Hermes is an open source AI agent designed to plan, execute, and manage tasks autonomously. And over the last few weeks, it's been gaining serious traction across the AI space. On platforms like OpenRouter, the usage has been steadily increasing, showing that more people are actually moving from simple chatbots to full AI agents. But what's interesting is not just that Hermes is growing, it's why it's growing. We're starting to see a shift in AI from tools that just answer questions to systems that actually organize work, manage tasks, and operate like agents. And this latest update pushes the idea even further. You can see all the latest updates to Hermes agent on their GitHub repo. So you basically go to github.com/newsresearch/Hermes-agent. And here you can see all the latest updates and all the latest commits that people have made. Here on the right hand side you can see what's the latest stable release that has been deployed and what is available to the general public. So let's start with one of the most practical additions that was introduced in one of the latest releases, and this is called tool search. Traditionally, AI agents need tools explicitly defined. You tell them what tools they can use, how to use them, and when to use them. But tool search changes that dynamic. It allows the agent to discover tools dynamically based on what it needs to do and when it needs to do it. So instead of manually configuring everything and loading everything into memory from the start, the agent can actually look for the right capability during execution. By doing this, you're not going to fill in the context window very fast. For example, if the agent is trying to complete a task that involves data processing or external actions, it can search for the right tool automatically instead of relying on pre-configured instructions or loading all the available tools at the start. This might sound small, but in practice it reduces setup friction massively and makes the agent feel far more autonomous and flexible. Now, the second update is something I actually think most people will immediately understand. That's the new Kanban board. Instead of watching an agent run tasks in a black box, you now get a visual workflow system. So you can see the actual state of each individual task. So you can see there is like a triage state, to-do list, a list of tasks that are ready, tasks which are in progress, tasks that are blocked, and tasks that have actually been completed. You can actually see tasks moving through stages like to do, in progress, completed, and so on. And this changes the experience completely because now the AI is no longer invisible. It becomes structured and trackable. You can assign work to an agent and then watch it break down that work and move it through the pipeline. This is especially powerful for multi-step workflows because instead of a single response, you're now watching an entire system execute structured work. And for a lot of users, this is what finally makes AI agents feel usable in real workflows. Now there is another update in this release that is less visible, but arguably more important long term. The core agent loop in Hermes, previously a massive file with over 16,000 lines of code, has now been reduced to just over 3,800 lines. This is a huge reduction, nearly 76% smaller. But here is the key point. The behavior hasn't changed. Everything still works the same externally. So what actually changed? The system has been broken down into cleaner modular components, meaning easier to maintain, easier to extend, easier for developers to understand, and faster to iterate on new features. This is one of those changes that users don't always see, but it directly impacts how fast the platform can evolve. And in the AI agent space, speed of iteration is everything. So when you combine everything in this release, tool search, Kanban system, and massive architecture cleanup, what you're really seeing is Hermes evolving from a prototype style agent into a more structured AI operating system. This is the direction the entire industry is moving toward. Not just AI that answers questions, but AI that can plan work, execute tasks, and manage itself through structured systems. If this is where Hermes is heading, then we're still very early in what AI agents are going to become. If you want more breakdowns like this on AI agents, automation systems, and real-world AI tools, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next one.